Welcome to my notes on translating expressions. So, in this lesson, part one and part two, you are going to be able to write verbal expressions as algebraic expressions. In a future lesson, we will write them as equations. So, what is an expression? We have two expressions here. We have a numeric expression, and what does numeric sound like? Numbers, and notice they just have numbers and operations. And we have an algebraic expression. So what do you notice in the algebraic expression? It has a variable and also numbers and operations. So numeric expressions have only numbers and operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Algebraic expressions have numbers, operations, and one or more variables. So what is not an expression? Okay, can you think of something that is not an expression? An equation. So an equation is not an expression because expressions do not have an blank blank equal sign. Now look at the note here, just reinforcing it once again. Equations are different from expressions. Equations have, add the word "and," equal sign. So it says, which of the following would not be classified as an expression? So we're looking for the one that is not an expression. So hopefully you're thinking choice G, because choice G is a what? An equation. And an equation is not an expression. It has an expression in it, but because it has an equal sign, it makes it an equation. Okay, so let's do the sort below. And if you think you know what an equation is versus an expression, go ahead and pause the video. And after you've completed the sort, turn it back on. And you can fast forward through it to see how you did. Okay, welcome back if you pause the video. So 4AB is an expression. 3 plus 2 equals 5 is an equation because it has an equal sign. X plus Y, expression. 2x equals 10, equation, because it has an equal sign. D divided by 6, expression. And 72 plus 4, expression. So notice all the equations have an equal sign, all the expressions do not. Turn the page. So now we're going to look at this vocabulary chart. We're going to sort these into 4 words: addition words, subtraction words, multiplication words, and division words. And I'm going to try to shrink this so that we can see it all at once. So just give me a second here. And that should do it. So the first word up at the top is quotient. So where do you think that goes? Good, division. Plus, addition. Of, multiply. Twice, multiply. And do you know what number you're multiplying by when you do twice a number? Good, 2. So put a 2 in parentheses. Triple, multiply. And what number are you multiplying by? 3. Difference, subtraction. Sum, addition. Product, multiplication. Subtracted from, subtraction. And go ahead and put a star in this box, and that's going to have some meaning later on. Less, subtraction. Decrease by, also subtraction. Minus, also subtraction. Less than, also subtraction. And once again, put a star in this box. Divided by, that's an easy one, division. Separate into equal parts, division. Increase by, addition. Multiply by, multiplication. More than, addition. Fewer than, subtraction. And once again, put a star in this box. And added to. Put a star in this box. So all of these words will be written the way you see them, except for the starred ones. Notice if I say 5 subtracted from your age, okay, most of you are 11, 12, or 13. So if I said 5 subtracted from your age, you wouldn't do 5 minus your age, you would do your age minus 5. So notice, but what did I say first? I said 5 subtracted from your age. But you would do your age minus 5. So you switch the order when you see these star words. And that works with less than, fewer than, more than, and added to. And you'll see when we do some examples in part 2 of our notes. Okay, turn the page. And let's look at a few examples. Now notice, when we are doing our translating, we will no longer write 4 times n. We will write 4n. So 4n equals 4. 4n equals 4 times a number. Do not write it as 4xn. 4 times n. Don't use x because we are writing expressions, so we're going to be using x's. So don't use x as a multiplication sign anymore. And we would write 4 over n, or 4 divided by n. When we write 4 divided by a number, do not write 4 division symbol n. Okay, you will no longer see it that way. You'll see it as a fraction. Okay, so write division as fractions and multiplication, put the number in front of the letter. So let's look at an example. The product, there's one of our keywords, of 4 and a number. So remember, we just said product. We put the number in front of the letter, so the number is 4, and let's just use n for a number. The quotient, our keyword is quotient, of 10 and a number. So remember, don't use the division symbol, use a fraction. So 10 divided by n. Okay, half the number of books, our keyword is half. So how do we write 1/2? Good. And we want half the number of books, so we're going to write 1/2 b, because when we take half of a number, we're multiplying the number by a half. Or another way of writing it is b divided by 2. But this is the best answer if you're looking for multiple choice. You won't see it this way. If you see 1/2 in the words, you will see it written like this. But when you're writing your own, you can write it either way. But just remember, multiple choice, you're looking for this one. Okay, that concludes our part 1 notes on expressions. I hope you have a great day.